Hi everyone and welcome back to Amy's Cooking. My last few videos I have been focusing on cooking, so I figured today we can bake something sweet. This is a pandan sponge cake recipe. It is super light, fluffy, and super delicious. For our ingredients, we have eggs, cake flour, sugar, milk, oil, salt, cream of tartar, and pandan extract. Let's begin by preparing our baking pan. Today I am using an 8-inch by 3-inch baking pan. Using butter, we will spread it around the bottom of the pan as well as all of the sides, and we will line it with wax paper. There are a couple reasons why I do this. First, it really does help me to remove the cake so much easier once it's done baking if I line it with the wax paper. Also, when we line it with the wax paper, it will prevent overcooking from the bottom of the cake and also the sides of the cake. For this cotton sponge cake, when it comes out of the oven, you can see the top is very nicely browned, but when you look at the sides of the cake and also the bottom of the cake, it still has a very moist and very beautiful light green color, and it helps by doing this process. I will be baking this cake today using the water bath method as shown here, and by doing so we can help to stabilize the cake and minimize shrinkage. Let's get to making our batter. I am using 4 large room temperature eggs. First, start by separating the egg whites from the yolks. This is a meringue type of batter, so be very careful when you're separating your eggs. Make sure that you don't get any of the yolks into the whites. If you do, whipping up the egg whites will be very difficult. Keep in mind that with sponge cake, we don't use any kind of leavening agent, so the rise of the cake is going to totally depend on how we whip up the egg whites. Let's whip up our egg whites. I know this part of the video is a little lengthy, my apologies, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, the sponge cake really does depend on the meringue to be able to stabilize the structure of the cake and give it a very nice rise. I want to take you through step by step on how the egg whites look and its transformation as we go through this whipping process. Don't add the cream of tartar until you see that there are some foams in the egg whites. The cream of tartar does help stabilize the egg whites. It does also prevent it from over beating. When you get to this foamy stage, begin adding in your granulated sugar. When you add the sugar, do it in several different parts. We want to add in a little bit at a time, slowly, and give it time to dissolve. If you dump it all in at once, you're going to cause a lot of the bubbles that we have generated to collapse. Always start whipping your egg whites at a low speed and continue to increase it as you move through the process. Once all of the granulated sugars have been added, increase the speed and continue to whip the egg whites. You can see here we're starting to build some density. The colors have changed to a whiter color and you can see some shine to your egg whites. Continue to whip it for another minute or two on high speed. This is what we're looking for, a nice little peak. The meringue looks very beautiful. It's very shiny, very dense, but not clumpy. So at this stage, when you fold it into the batter, it's very easy to kind of incorporate everything. If you go past this stage and where you actually have little clumps, then it's going to be very difficult when you mix everything together. Separate bowl, mix the egg yolks together with the milk, the oil, the salt, the pandan extract, and the sifted cake flour. Combine everything well, but make sure you do not overmix the batter. Keep in mind that with sponge cake, it's very spongy. You need this texture. If you overmix the flour, you're going to develop gluten, and that's going to create a dense cake. This is the consistency that you're looking for. Once you reach this consistency, stop. Don't mix anymore. Time to add in the egg whites. Take about 1/3 of your egg whites and add it to the batter. Using the folding method, we want to fold this into the batter. This will help to decrease that thickness, and then we're going to take this whole mixture and we're going to add it to the rest of the egg whites. Be gentle when you're folding in the egg whites. Scoop from the very bottom, turn it over, go around. We want to be gentle because we do not want to deflate the egg whites. This is the consistency that we want. Very well incorporated, but the batter is not runny. It still holds its texture very nicely. Pour the batter into the baking pan very slowly to help prevent any large bubbles from forming. Run a toothpick through your batter to help pop any smaller air bubbles that have been trapped. And then take this baking pan and tap it on the counter a couple of times to smooth out the surface. Sponge cake does require a lengthy time to bake if you want that nice structure, nice rise, and minimize collapse and shrinkage. So by using the water bath method, we'll be able to cook it longer without causing the bottom and the sides of the cake to overcook and become too dry. So in a preheated oven at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, we'll cook this for 70 minutes. And here is our finishing product. Tap it a couple of times to stabilize your cake. Then with something sharp, kind of help release the side of the cake. I want to point out that you can see the cake has already separated from the side, which means that this is an indication that it was cooked very well. From the moment I took it out of the oven to now that it's cool, you can see it has not shrinked at all. Transfer to a cooling rack and let it cool completely. By lining it with the wax paper, you can see how easy it was to remove from the cake pan. Also, by using the water bath baking method, you can see the bottom of the cake is still very moist, very green, beautiful color. Now transfer to a serving plate once it's completely cooled. Look at this beautiful rise, no collapse, no shrinkage. The top of the cake is very golden brown. The inside of the cake is moist, light and fluffy. The bottom of the cake has that green color to it, and it's still very moist. It is not brown or dry, and that is because of the water bath method, and the steam that comes from that helps to retain that moisture. Look how spongy the cake is. And the inside, very small little air pockets that you can still see, and that's because we whipped that meringue just perfect. You can serve this cake any way you like. You can just powder some confectioner's sugar on it. I like to serve mine with a little bit of whipped cream and fruits. Okay guys, time to enjoy. I hope that you find this recipe something that you can make for your family. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and hit the subscribe button below.